players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the air, it's Beck. Back open in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons of Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll run it. It's Owens. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire, trying to get away. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Hansen. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch.
In a brand new era in Happy Valley, new head coach and Matt Campbell, Drew Allergon at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this.
There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So after the roughing the kicker penalty, another chance for this offense, and if they can pay it off, they'll take the lead. On the ground, it's Hansen. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Unloads to the right. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama.
Here's a little room there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Aggies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
deemed it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Give running right, it's Peoples. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
No fair catches here, looking for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Aggies want to move quickly. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Aggies will snap it on first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Reed. Here's the pressure. He gets away. And he goes down and takes the sack. He had a lot of time back there. But the defense finally got him. It'll be fourth down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders.
He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aggies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Reed. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field, having those go-to guys.
Maybe some room here. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Reed. Looking left. Hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle.
It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside. It's Owens. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing Reed. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Throws to the wideout. All alone, he's got it. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Under fire. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him. And down he goes. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Now here's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Completes it in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield.
Well, you got to think there offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it outside. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the stick.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This is a design run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores. And now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Got a man in the middle. Lots of running room. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Beck. Working that left side now.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary,